Hey guys, welcome to Team TNT's second training since being back from Nashville. What I want to touch base on today, I should say I'm Christine Drummond, in case you couldn't tell, my name is on the screen. But for those that don't know me, that are new to the team, I am your upline NMD, which is very exciting. And what I want to share with you guys today is just a few things that I learned from our upline, Cheryl Cortese and Jeff Roberti, at Nashville, and also what I've heard them talk about in the past, because duplication and repetition is huge on their agendas, I guess, and they love saying the same thing all the time so that we are getting the same message all the time from them. Cheryl Cortese, she's an incredible woman. Jeff Roberti brought her into this business about I think it was 27 years ago, and she's earning around $350,000 per month, okay? And Jeff Roberti is earning around $500,000 per month. So when I was sitting there in Nashville and I'm down the bottom of, the audience, and I'm looking up at these people thinking, wow, like imagine the person you need to become to be able to earn that kind of money. Like that's really cool. Like that, I know it's a huge, scary goal to think that you can earn that kind of money, but that's what I love about this industry and this business model, is that it's limitless. You're not capped. Whereas when you guys are going to your jobs out there, your income is capped. Yeah. So with Juice Plus and with the network marketing business model, it's limitless. It just comes down to your belief and your confidence and how much you go to work on yourself. So when Cheryl Cortese was up there, she basically said, you've got to give this business the respect it deserves. Okay, you can't dilly-dally with it. Give it some respect. We have, especially with the Juice Plus company, I know there's lots of other network marketing companies out there, but with Juice Plus, it's a responsibility for us to share this product with people. This product literally changes people's DNA. It helps people with all sorts of health conditions, and just gives people, like, makes them healthier and happier, and living that life of vitality. So it's not an obligation to share Juice Plus. It's a responsibility, and it shouldn't feel like a burden. You should get excited about the people that you can share this with. So she basically says you need to go to work every day. Don't treat it as a hobby, treat it as a business. And a lot of you guys that are new, and I've spoken to you about this on our coaching calls this week, is you've got to have a launch event. It would be like if you opened up a dress shop, and you didn't tell any of your friends or family about it, and then all of a sudden they're walking past your dress shop and they've looked in and they see you behind the counter and they're like, oh, I didn't know Christine had this dress shop. Why didn't you tell us? It's the same with Juice Plus. You've got to tell people that you now supply this amazing, incredible product that is changing lives every day. So you need to have a launch event. And I don't care whether it's a Zoom launch event, it might be a Facebook party, it might be something in person, it might be a boot camp, it might be something at a cafe, it might be at the pub, whatever it is, you need to have some sort of a launch event to tell those that you love and care about what you're actually doing and what you're up to. Because all of a sudden you're going to start posting things that are all about health and lifestyle and that kind of thing. And you want people to know and to be expecting that from you. So make sure you go to work every day. You need to have a business mindset, and we spoke about this last week, getting into that peak resourceful state every morning. What are you looking at when you first open your eyes in the morning? Is it inspiring? And what are the first thoughts that go through your head when you do wake up in the morning? Are they negative? Are they reaching for the snooze button to go back to sleep? Or are you bouncing out of bed thinking, I'm going to have the best day ever. I'm going to change some lives today. I'm excited about the people I'm going to meet today. Our team's going to have the best month, things like that. So it's about getting into that business mindset and really fueling your body nutritionally with our products, and then feeding your mind with lots of inspirational things, your vision boards. You might be listening to some audios. If you go to YouTube, guys, just type in Jeff Roberti on YouTube and listen to some of his stuff. If that doesn't get you fired up, then I don't think this business is for you, because he's an incredible speaker, and you can hear the passion and conviction in his voice when he speaks about the product and the lifestyle and what this opportunity does for people. She also spoke about playing at a higher level. So, stop playing small. By you playing small and you worrying about what people are going to think of you and you worrying about what people are going to say when you actually ask them to take a closer look, that's playing small, guys. And if you don't put the product or the business opportunity in front of someone because you're scared that they're going to say no, guess what? It's already a no. Yeah, so you just need to put it out there. Just have that 20 seconds of courage. If Fee Taylor didn't have that 20 seconds of courage to share Juice Plus with me, then you guys wouldn't be here, because then I wouldn't have carried on and continued the conversation. You know what I mean? So don't ever underestimate the power of a 20 or 30-second conversation with someone. And you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So just get out there and share it. You've got to have a strong work ethic. And we spoke about this. We talk about daily method of operation every day. And in our coaching calls last week, I spoke about this. Have 3 non-negotiable things that you do every single day before your head hits the pillow. So some examples are, you reach out to one brand new person every day, and that might even be it might just be a conversation. So if you scroll to the bottom of your Facebook friends, start with the people down the bottom because they're the ones you don't really talk too much, and just send them a message. Say, hey, Regina, it's been years. Oh, my goodness, fill me in. What have you been up to these days? And just strike up the conversation. You don't have to mention anything about Juice Plus or anything like that. It's just start the conversations, rekindle these relationships with people. Yeah, so that might be one thing. The next thing might be that you add 5 new people to your Facebook friends every single day. You've heard me speak about this before. Jump on some of your friends' Facebook pages, go through their friends. If you've met people before, then go through and just send them a friend request. Yeah, and then once they've accepted your friend request, I'd just send them a quick message and say, hey, great to reconnect with you. Hope you have an awesome week. What have you been up to? It's been a while, or whatever you want to say in that conversation. Just start the conversation. Number 3 might be that you invite one person to an event. I've sent out the events calendar for the week. So you might go, okay, today I'm going to invite one person to the event on Thursday night. If that person can't come, then you go and you'll invite another person. Yeah? So don't think you have to go and invite 50 people to the event, because that just doesn't work. Just start with one person. So yeah, pick 3 things that you do every day that are non-negotiables, that may only take, 10 minutes a day, but they're the high-paying activities. Then clearly identify your professional image. You've got 7 seconds when you meet someone to make a really good impression. So they're looking at your, are you smiling? Do you have a weak handshake? Are you a hugger? I think hugging it's a funny thing to do, but I often say to people when I've just met them, oh, I'm a hugger, get in here, make a joke of it. Break down those barriers from the start. Yeah, people get a little bit awkward about it, but you know what? When some of these people haven't had a hug in days or weeks or months, and that human connection is so important. So yeah, just make a joke of it. Say, just get in here and give me a hug. I don't shake hands, I hug. It's very, very powerful. So yeah, 7 seconds to make an impression. So what do you look like? What's your body posture like? What are you saying? Are you, the words that are coming out of your mouth, are they bright, happy, positive, or are you down and negative? Think about those kind of things. Think of yourself, and this was a huge message, and we spoke about this last week. We have to think more of ourselves as recruiters. I don't really like the name recruiters. We're more of attractors. We want to attract a winning team. Yeah? So think about the characteristics of the people that you want on your winning team. You don't want these negative Nancys. You don't want the broke people who, are always crying poor and stuff like that. That was me for 12 months. I had an orphanage in my team. I had all these broke people that I loved, that I wanted it more for them than they wanted it for themselves, and it does not work. What you guys want, you need to get selective. You want to be attracting people who are hungry, driven, they're go-getters. They might be business-minded already. Maybe they're dissatisfied in their jobs already and want more out of life. So whatever it is, like, put the characteristics on paper. Who are you looking for? What do they look like? And then put it out to the universe and do your positive affirmations. I now easily attract, 2 new team members every month who want to rock this business with me, who are go-getters. They're hungry, competitive, driven. They want more. So that's the kind of thing you want to be, saying to yourself every day. We're searching out the best. That's exactly what we're doing. We are searching out the best to come and join our our mission, our tribe. Yeah, that's what you want to be doing, and that's the kind of verbiage that you want to be using. You know, you want to look for people who, you might even say this to someone, look, I'm looking for people who want to step away from ordinary. You know, maybe they're sick of going to their 9-to-5 job and slugging it out. And I would share some stats with them. Did you know that the incidence of heart attacks and suicide goes up by 38% on a Monday? Because people are so dissatisfied with their jobs. They're stressed. Yeah, they're dreading going to their jobs, being surrounded by negative people. You know, we're not settling for that anymore. We're stepping away from ordinary, and we are going after this to see what Juice Plus can actually create for us. Yeah, so ask people, come and jump on the train with me. I have no idea how far it's going to take me, but I know that I'm surrounded by positive people. I love the community, and I love what this company is about, and I'm looking for like-minded people who want to come on this journey with me. So just put it out there to people. Make sure you learn and understand the pay plan. That was another thing that Cheryl was big on. Get really clear on, you know, how we get paid, because we don't want you guys leaving any money on the table, okay? We want you to get to SC, which is the highest commission level. That's where you're earning 14%. If you're not at the 14% level, if you're at 0%, then someone else is getting the 14% commission on your customers' products. That's not fair. That's your family. That's your friends. You should be getting that. That's why we want you guys to get through to SDVF as quickly as possible, and then through to SC, because we want you earning the commission on all your customers and on all your family and your friends, okay? So that's the goal. She says there's 4 fundamentals to the business and to success, and one is self-responsibility. Don't blame your upline. Don't blame your sideline or your downline for things not happening the way that you'd expected, okay? It's self-responsibility. Do not play the blame game ever. If you've got dramas going on in your business, never go downline. Always come up. Come and speak to me. Come and talk, or a sideline buddy or something like that. But take self-responsibility. Yeah, we've spoken about this in the past. If you guys succeed in this business, it's going to be because of you. And if you fail in this business, it's going to be because of you. So it's about, what are you willing to do to get to where you want to go? What is your why? What's your stake in the ground? What is your driving force to doing this business? On a shitty day where things are going wrong and you just can't find the motivation, what's going to pull you out of that? You know, you've really got to tap into that why, and there has to be something emotional with it. It has to be emotional, because then you're gonna do something about it. You're gonna turn it around. And I'm here on those days, guys. There's been numerous times I've wanted to quit this business, numerous times. But if you just never give up on a bad day and you just keep showing up, then you can make it to whatever position you want. Yeah. If you have a bad day, pick up the phone. Don't ever just sit there in isolation and not do anything. Ring me, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I've been through that. I used to feel exactly the same. Because you're always learning, and sometimes your expectations are not met, but I'm here to keep it in reality for you, okay? So sing out if you do need help. Self-determination. I can't motivate you guys to do anything. Does that make sense? It's like going to see a personal trainer as well, and he tells you you've got to do this, this, and this on the days that you don't see him. He can't motivate you to go and do that. You've got to motivate yourself. We can inspire you by what we're doing, and hopefully that will rub off and you want to do the same, but we can't motivate and push you guys to do anything. So self-determination is about passion. What is your passion? You guys are individual business owners. You can run this business however you want. We are just giving you the fundamentals that are duplicating, that are getting people through the ranks quickly, that the successful people are using. But if you want to put your own spin on what we're teaching you, then do that. That's cool. You know, put your own flair and creativity on it. DMO we've spoken about, so I don't really want to touch on that much anymore. But what you want to think about is the activity that you're doing, is it a pain activity? If it's not, then don't do it. Don't do what I did for 12 months and hide behind the computer doing really pretty flyers and getting starting processes up and, you know, that kind of thing. We get paid to talk to people, okay, and building relationships. So if you're not building a relationship or inviting people to an event or talking to people about the business or the products, then you shouldn't be doing anything. Yeah, so make sure you're doing those high-paying activities. Repetition ensures integration. So repetition is what helps build your confidence as well. So don't, when people ask you what you do, make sure you've got a really quick one-liner that creates curiosity. So if I was to say, you know, Regina, what do? You might go, well, I help coach people and show them how to make money from home with an online business. And then the person might go, oh, what's the online business? And then you can go into a little bit more. And if they give you more permission to learn more, you can tell them more. But have a one-liner that, forces that person to ask you another question. You might have a thing where you go, I work for a company that inspires healthy living around the world. And they might go, oh, yeah, cool, what is it? You go, oh, we sell fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And then you zip it and you wait for them to respond. Yeah, and then they're going to ask, well, that sounds amazing. Like, how do they do that? You know, and then that gives you permission to go a little bit more into it. But you don't want to verbally diarrhea on them, which we've spoken about in the past. Self-motivation, as I said, don't rely on outside factors, okay? A lot of people go, oh, I'm going to wait till the government reduces the tax rate, or I'm going to wait for interest rates to go down, or you can't rely on outside factors, okay? You need to take control of your lifestyle, your finances, your relationships, everything, yeah? You take control of it and take self-responsibility. Fill your tank. I love this. So you've got to draw motivation and inspiration from the trainings, from the events, from your upline, from your mentors, from your success team. Fill your tank. And the way that you do that is you stay connected and you plug in, okay? The more trainings and the more events that you miss, the more isolated that you feel, and then the more off track you're going to get. I've been there, I've done that, okay? And I've seen it happen to lots and lots of team. So even if you can't physically jump on an event, then watch the recording. Or same with the training. If you can't get to a training, then watch the recording. Or jump on YouTube and listen to, you know, Jeff Roberti, Olivia Charlotte Measures, Katie Ravey, Emma Snedden, John Holowati, you know, Linda Evenden. There's so many great mentors around us that inspire and, you know, change lives every day by what they say. So jump on there and check them out. Self-functioning is the other area, and it's what level do you want to function at, basically. What level do you want to employ yourself at? When you look at, you know, like the Cheryl Corteses and Jeff Robertis, like, is that the level that you want to employ yourself at? If it is, then you've got to go to work. You've got to be talking to, I don't know, 5 to 10 people every day. You know, Olivia Charlotte Measures, she's adding 10 new people to her Facebook page every day, and she is looking to put on 1 new customer and 1 new team member every single day. That's the level that she's employing herself at, yeah? So think about what level you want to play at, work out how many hours you can commit to Juice Plus each week, and then I can help you work out a plan of how to spend that time. As Cheryl says too, like, don't worry about the no's. Like, just imagine a line from here to infinity in front of you. And if that person says no, just put them to the back of the line. Yep. And the next person, they say no, they go to the back of the line. The next person says, yep, I want to take a closer look. So put them to the side. Then go to the next person. They say, yes, sounds amazing, I want to join up. So they go into your funnel. They become a customer. The next person says no, put them to the back of the line. So, you know, 2% of Australians know about Juice Plus. So we're definitely not saturated, and there's so many people out there for everybody. So don't ever come from scarcity, and just get out there and share the message. What Jeff and Cheryl say to themselves is that we are recruiters. We're good at it, and we're getting better every day. They don't say they're perfect. They are going to work on themselves every single day. And they say there's 2 pools you need to work on. You need to work on your customer pool and your distributor pool. Okay, especially when your first goal is to get to SC, you need to be filling both pools. You need a balance. So to get to SC, you need at least 3 team members. But what do we know in this business? It's a numbers game, and to get at least 3 good team members that want to come through, you need to have at least 15 frontline. Yeah, because 1 out of 5 frontline are going to actually do something with the business. You might be an awesome leader and you have high statistics in that, but across the board, it's about 1 in 5 people will actually run with this business. So what's his name? Jordan Adler was the first person that told us that you need about 35 frontline to make it to the top of the company, 35 frontline. So you guys should be thinking, right, if I need 35 frontline to make it to the top, I'm going to go for 50 frontline. Yeah. And you might give yourself 5 years. So over the next 5 years to build 50 frontline and then maybe 10 of them are going to be, superstars. That's at least 10 frontline every year. That's doable. Yeah. That's like 1 a month. That's easy. What else? 2 dates. 2 dates that are really, really important in this business. The date that you sign up and the date that you make the decision that you're going to get stuck in and give this a strong yes. Yep. Because once you give it a strong yes, then you've got your blinkers on. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter how they're tearing you down or what they're saying or what they're doing. You are so focused and you are so driven on where you're going and what your goal is that no one can divert you from that path. You get into that unstoppable mindset, and that's so important to get to. You become fearless, and I want you guys to be that fearless leader. I want you to get to that point. And if you're not there yet, if you're not 100% on 10 out of 10 for the products, the company, the industry, and yourself, then talk to me and I can help build up those areas. There's audios you can watch, videos, DVDs, there's books you can read to help you in those areas. How do you identify a good leader in your team? Basically, they ask good questions and they put you in front of everyone. Yeah, so they're putting you on 3-way calls, they're plugging people into the events, they're ringing you saying, can you jump on or ring this person, yeah? You need to be putting people in front of your support team all the time, yeah? That third-party endorsement is so, so critical. Okay, people, I know it's good that you've got relationships with people, but just bringing in that third-party endorsement is so special and makes that person feel special as well, and then they can get their questions answered as well. Stay connected but be independent. The biggest gift we can give you guys is your independence. Okay, so if I was to die tomorrow, touch wood, that does not happen, but you guys should be able to go, right, well, we can continue on, yeah? We don't need Christine. We've got this. Okay, so that's where you want it. You want to get to that point where you know exactly what you need to do and you know what to teach your team. How do you get people to attend events? Awesome, awesome question. So to get people to attend events, guys, I basically bring it down and I make it personal. So I never put a flyer up on my Facebook page. I always say, hey, Bronnie, do you remember that conversation we were having and you said, you were sick of not being able to spend, your own money. You had to spend your husband's money all the time. Well, I thought of you because we're having this event. That used to be me. We're having this event on Thursday night and it's all about lifestyle and having a plan B and creating that bit of extra income. And I know that, you feel guilty every time you're asking your husband for money to go shopping or whatever it is. So why don't you come along and see if this could be something for you to create an extra stream of income, and it's going to be your own money, yeah? And that will take away that guilt and make you feel, help fulfill you, that kind of thing. Or you might say, like MG here behind me. MG works in the retail industry, and we had the conversation. I said, mate, like, what are you doing? Like, your income's capped, your position's capped. He wants to travel more. And I'm like, well, how's that going for you? How are you saving up for that travel? It's hard. It's hard when all your income is going out to bills and just trying to survive each week. It's hard to be saving an extra $1,000 a month so you can go on a $10,000 holiday at the end of the year. Yeah, so I said to MG, like, just come and take a closer look, mate. This could create the lifestyle and give you that freedom to be able to, build up that holiday fund so that at the end of the year, there's, I don't know, if you're earning an extra $1,000 a month, there's $12,000 at the end of the year, So whatever it is, make it personal to that person. I've got mums at home that are bored. They come from the corporate world. They've become mums and they've lost their identity. Yeah, and they don't feel valued anymore. They feel lost. They don't know what's next. They know they don't want to go back into full-time work, but they don't know what else to do. So I just contact them and say, hey, I have no idea if this is for you, but why don't you just come along, check out this event that we've got Thursday night and see if this is something that can, create extra income and allow you to work at home around your kids. Yeah, does that help, Bronnie? So make it personal. Make it personal. Yep.
Sorry, I've got another question. I just can't type because I'm driving. It's more around, I could talk the ear off anybody, and I actually know how to, like, I've got team writing to me saying this is the message I got, how do I approach it? And they're like, you know, I don't know how I have it, but I've just got this thing to be able to connect with people. But how do I get my team to connect with you guys? Because you guys are my gold. You guys are my absolute gold. Without the energy and inspiration I get from you guys, I think that I'd probably take double the time in just staying in my own community, my own head, getting to where I am. But like my team, they just won't plug on. I'm like, but you guys want this for yourselves, but they just won't plug on. I don't know. Do I just want something more for them than they want for themselves?
Yep, you've just answered your own question. Yeah. You can't.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Honestly, you can't motivate them to do anything. You can inspire them by you're showing up, you're doing the do, you're walking the talk. That's all you can do. And if they follow, great. If they don't, you can't drag them kicking and screaming. But you know what? You've got to take it back to their why. You need to go, hey, Bron, when you first started in this business, it was all about your daughter, man. It was all about your daughter. You would do anything for her, and that's what got you hooked on Juice Plus. You need to take it back to that. So you need to grab onto their why again, yeah? When you're having a bad day, Bron, what are we going to bring up with you? It's going to be like, man, this changed your life. Do you forget that? Do you forget how Juice Plus changed your life? Yeah? And that's going to get in there, isn't it? It's going to get that screw right in there. That's what you need to do. Take it back to their why. Why did they sign up to Juice Plus in the first place? What is their emotional attached to it? And that's what I say to people when they start up. Like, on a bad day where you're not plugging in and I'm not hearing from you, how do you want me to handle it? Do you want me to ring you and kick your butt and tell you why you got started in it, or do you want me to just leave you alone and you'll come out of it in your own time? Most people say, oh, yeah, give me a call and kick my butt. So, yeah, just take it back to the why. Yep. You should have a book. I've got a little book here. It's an index book, just a little A to Z one. And it's got all the team in here. So when I do a coaching call, I'm taking notes on each of you, and I'm writing down why you've actually, I've asked everybody this week, why did you hand over your credit card and pay that $137 to be part of this business? And some people are giving me some answers like, I just wanted to, help people, but I've had to go in there a little bit deeper. Why do you want to help people? So really find out why someone joined the business in the first place. Just make it personal. And as you said, like, you've got to ask more questions. Ask more questions. If someone likes something on your Facebook page, or they comment and say, can you send me some more information after you've posted something? Don't just send them more information. Say, well, what are you looking at for? Like, what attracted you to my post? If it was a lifestyle post, like, what's attracted you to it? Are you dissatisfied in your job? Are you looking for extra income? If it's a health post, what's your number one health priority? What are you looking to achieve? Are you looking for more energy, weight loss, health, vitality, whatever it is? So ask more questions. When I'm out and about and I meet people and they give me their details, I don't go home and then send them a link straight away and blurt out Juice Plus. I go home and I send them a message and I say, hey, MG, thank you so much for connecting with me today. Are you still interested in receiving some more information about Juice Plus? And then I'll wait for him to get back to me and say, yeah, for sure, send me a link or send me whatever. I don't, go home and just blurt it out, okay? So make sure they're still interested. Make sure you've got that permission still to send them more information. The other thing too is, like, think about if you go to university, you're there for what, 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and you've got to learn, you've got to study, you've got to listen to lecturers, you've got to listen to audios, read books. This is a Juice Plus university. It's the same thing, except the cool thing is we get paid in this one, and it doesn't set you back in thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. It's $137. It's a self-development course. It's a university course. And at the end, you become a bigger, better version of yourself. Yeah, so who wouldn't want that? And you probably already know some university students out there that are struggling week to week. And you could say, hey, while you're going to study and get a formal education, it's self-education that actually gets you a fortune. So why not do this part-time, which will help fund you through uni and help you live. And then at the end, hopefully, they would rather do Juice Plus than their actual university degree, wherever that's going. And only 75% of university students can't even get into the field that they've just studied. 75%. So only 25% of uni students are getting into the roles that they actually want. Does anyone else find that crazy? You've just forked out tens of thousands of dollars to do this degree because you're passionate about something and you want to get into that field, and then only 25% can get in. It's different in IT. It's about the opposite. There's about 75% of people get accepted into IT, but for everybody else, you're very, very lucky if you actually get into the field that you're looking for. So make sure that Juice Plus is your university, and when you're in the car, when you're driving around, have things playing. Don't listen to the radio, just whack on an audio or a video. With my phone, some days I can't actually physically sit in front of the computer and listen to the training or listen to the mentor or the whatever I'm doing. So I set my phone up and I just voice record it, and I do the housework or do whatever else I need to do, so that when I'm in the car, I just play the voice recording and it's playing over the Bluetooth, yeah? So you don't have to be tapping into your data all the time either. So use your voice recorder on your phone. It comes in very, very handy. Jeff Roberti, he basically taught us that if you've got the desire, the willingness, and if you're teachable, they're the only 3 skills or the only 3 things that you need to succeed in this business. So have the desire, have the hunger to want more. If you're sick of worrying about money, then do something about it. Have the willingness to do the activities. We're teaching the activities you need to do. I'm teaching you basically the things that I did when I first started this business that got me to where I am. But you guys can do it so much faster than what I did because I'm cutting out the mistakes that I made. And then just be teachable, you know. And as your check grows, know that the amount of lives that you're changing grows. That's what I love about Juice Plus, is that when our pay increases, it means that we've impacted more people's lives. That is so cool. That is just the coolest thing to me. And you're happiest in life when you're growing. So when you're growing as a person and when you're contributing, that's when you're at your most happiest, because you're feeling valued. You actually feel like you're doing something that's of value and worthwhile, and you're making a difference. So as I said, become a difference maker. Call yourself a difference maker, and then every day work out, like, how am I going to make a difference in someone's life today? Then ask yourself as well, like, are you someone you would follow? You know, if you have a think about the mentors that you look up to, you know, what do you love about them? Do you have the same characteristics? Are you showing the same level of inspiration and motivation and that kind of thing? So would you follow yourself? Are you being attractive? There's 4 levels of leadership, and this is where I'm going to finish it up. You've got to lead yourself first. Okay, and that's number 1. How are you showing up? How are you motivating and inspiring yourself every day? There's one-on-one leadership. So how are your rapport skills? Are you asking great questions? Number 4 is groups. How are you leading groups? How are you leading your team? And then the other one is community. How are you leading the community and the culture and creating a positive environment for people to want to be part of? So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Hopefully you got a lot out of that. I'm going to stop the recording and then open it up to questions at the end.